everybody, Cindy Utter here with my artsy endeavors. How are we doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm slowly getting rid of a nice nasty cold that I've had. You know, summer colds are the greatest. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to work in my Explorations of Me journal. And I've already found a page. This was a couple weeks ago, or a month ago. I found a page that, I don't know, it called out to me, and I've got these scraps that I have here from doing another project. So I'm just going to take these scraps and I'm going to paste them down. We're doing this for the month of August. This is our Explorations of Me for the month of August. And our topic for this month is confront your feelings. And what does that mean? Give me just 1 second. Well, that was good. I'm sitting here staring, looking for my matte medium. It was right in front of me. So anyways, this month we're going to confront our feelings. And what does that mean? What I want you to do is I want you to just take a look around you and find a person, a place, a thing that makes you happy, feel good, or even one that makes you feel bad. Okay? And we're going to look at those. We're going to look at those feelings and we're going to bring them out here in the open. Before I do that, though, what I would like to do is I'm going to do some journaling on these pages. And the journaling for me is going to be the people, places, and things that do not make me feel good. There are places that I don't like, or people that, you know, really annoy the crap out of me, or that sort of thing. So let me go ahead and get my journaling done, and then we'll come back and we'll take all this blicky stuff and we'll make it pretty. So let me do that and we'll be right back. Okay, wow, I just completely poured in here. So what I'm going to do now, like I said, I have all these scraps here that I was working with on another project, and I'm just going to stick them down. We're going to throw some matte medium on here and just stick them down. My pen's going to run a little. I don't really care. Probably because it's not all dry. That's fine. Well, this is going to end up, most of this is going to end up covered up anyway, so it's no big deal. Alright. So, just putting down some random pieces. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to do a person, place, or a thing that makes me feel good. I can tell you right now, just having this brush in my hand makes me feel good. I have a hard time sometimes when I have a nice day out, whether it's with family or friends or whatever. Say, for example, yesterday I had a really big day, and it was busy. It was a really busy day, and yet today, you know, I pay for having fun, and that really stinks. But anyways, feel good. We're going to talk about what makes us feel good. And me, it's my husband. My husband can always bring me around. It doesn't matter what, you know, kind of frame of mind I'm in or mood I'm in. He has the ability to take my moods and completely flip me around. I don't know how he does it. Even back when I was, you know, working, I would call him up and I'd be like, you know, and this is what's going on, and he would just start talking to me, and he just brings me right, I don't know, peaceful, very peaceful. So he is my go-to person when I really need to feel something different, or I need somebody to help me set what I'm feeling straight, and who understands when I have those feelings. So he's my to-go-to person. Let me dry this up and we'll be right back. Alright, I apologize for me clearing my throat, but like I said, I'm getting over this cold. Pardon me. And I'm going to use the Dilution paints. I'm just dying to get my fingers in some paints. So we're going to do that. We've got the Dilution white. We have the Dilution, wait a minute, does it say white? It says white linen. We have the crushed grape, and this is the old one. I keep putting water in it, trying to get it to, see, it's still jelly-like. And then this is the only new one that I bought, and that's the pomegranate seed. I really like this color. So, look at that. What I'm going to do is I got to get my fingers. I'm going to try not to get these fingers wet. Let me think that. I'm not going to get my fingers in. Let's see if we can do this way. Ha ha ha. I doubt it. Yeah, I'm going to do it for a minute. Just get some paint on here. Need to get some paint on the paper. So, who's your go-to person? Do you have somebody? Is it your mom, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your spouse? Who is your go-to person? And I can't do that. That's just not working. When you need to feel better, or you need to feel good, who's that go-to person? I love it when I hear people say their spouses. Unfortunately, I think there's so many marriages nowadays that just don't work, and I just want to say it's because people give up too easy. I'm on a soapbox here, right? A marriage takes two, and if you don't work at it, it's just not going to work. So, I love this color. Look at that. Isn't that great? It's like a pomegranate seed. I just love the color. I'm not sure what I'm doing here today. We're just going to play. I don't have any goal whatsoever in mind as far as what this page is going to look like. So, we're playing. So, who's your go-to person? Again, like I said, mine is my hub. I can go to him. I can also go to my one very dear friend, actually a couple of very dear friends, if I need to chat, and they're there to listen. I have a sister that she's my older sister, and we are forging a relationship that we never had during our childhood. So that's been really, really fun. She's been a good go-to person. When I need to talk, and she understands, the past, and understands all that had happened, and, so she's my other go-to person. I'm just having so much fun. This is crazy, isn't it? All I'm doing is taking a couple sponges and just going to town with some paints. And it's fun. I like it. Alright, let me dry it up and we'll be right back. Okay, just took a little drink. Alright, now we're going to play with some white Dilutions paint, white linen. And look what happened. I was talking to my friend the other day on the phone, and while I was sitting here talking, I decided to scrape a bunch of stuff off my paint dish. I don't think I should have done that. But anyways, we're going to play with some white paint. Let's get it. And we got a stencil here, so we're just going to mess around a little bit. So my hubby is my go-to person. Another thing that we need to look at, for ourselves is those people that are not very inspirational to us, or very, what do they call them? Toxic people. Everybody has them in their life, somewhere, some shape, somehow, whether it's a coworker or, a relative, or anybody. It could be somebody in your husband's side of the family, or your friend's brother, or whatever. There's always those toxic people that are in our lives. And I think what you really need to do is you really need to recognize when those people are toxic, and just remember that you have the power to change. You can change your situation if you need to. This is your life. It's not anybody else's. And if you're in a situation where you're unhappy, you are the only person that can change that situation. So, if you have those, toxic people in your life, or if you feel you're in a situation, reach out for help and get yourself out of that situation. Because life is way too short for us to just take every day for granted that, you know, hey, this is the way it is, this is what I've been dealt, I have to deal with it. No, that's not true. That is so not true. We have the power to make ourselves happy. We have the power to get ourselves out of situations if that's what we need to do. So, you know, just think about it. If you're in one of those situations that's, you know, not healthy for you and you're not happy, or you're the only person that can change it. You know, you could have a lot of friends to lean on, you could have people that you could call and whatever, but when it comes right down to it, you're the person that's got to change it. So, let's see. I want to dry this up real quick, and then we got to figure out what we're going to do with these pages. They look pretty. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back again. Just so you guys are aware, I actually did this background, and then the pain got to the point where I just couldn't do anymore, so I just left it here on my desk. So if I repeat myself, that's why. It's been a day or so since I've worked on this page. So let's get back to it. We're talking about confronting our feelings and what does it mean. And I've got some white, the white dilution here, which the white turned pretty pink on this. And then I've got the bubblegum pink. I think it's bubblegum pink. Yep. And we're going to play around with these paints. See, this is one of the older ones, but I keep putting water in it, so this one's getting better. But anyways, I want to play around with these paints and just get some more color on this page. I like the way it's looking, but I want more color. And of course, you know me, I love my circles. It's just something that makes me very happy. I don't know why. So we were talking about looking at a place, a person, or a thing that makes you happy. And I know I've said that my hubs is my #1 person I go to. He knows how to just bring me back to being me, and you know, he's good like that. He's very good at it. So he's my #1, and I have my sister, I have my best friend, and I can go to these people, and it's wonderful because they help me out in so many different ways. As far as places is right where I'm at right now. I actually have a sign that my girlfriend gave me that says this is my happy place, and it's very, very true. When I want to just kind of get away from everything in life, and I'm not talking about anything bad, I'm just talking about the normal rigmarole of life. I enjoy coming to my art space. It's mine, it's pleasing, it makes me happy, I have a lot of fun. You know, I'm not a perfect artist, no way, shape, or form. I'm not a perfect person, but it's my happy place, and I enjoy spending time here in my art room. So that's my happy place, my happy person. Now, you know, one of the questions is why? Why does that person, place, or thing make you happy? My hubs make me happy. I love him. I love him to death. He knows how to talk with me. He knows how to... we discuss things. We don't... My husband and I have never fought and argued. That's just not something we do. We're good at talking to each other and listening. That's another big one. We listen to what each other has to say. And, you know, it's okay if you don't agree on something, but you still have to listen to that other person's point of view. Listen to, you know, their thoughts on the matter. There's nothing wrong with listening, and there's nothing wrong with not agreeing. Everybody has their own opinion. That's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. But so he's my happy place. He listens to me. He hears what I have to say, even though he might not agree sometimes. He still listens, and you know, he'll tell me why he doesn't think something is such a good idea. And you know, if it's something I'm really wholeheartedly on, we'll work together on a compromise. And that's just the way it is. Same goes with him. He's got, you know, some ideas I think, I don't think about that. But, you know, it's the happiness. Now, that's all the good stuff. Now the bad things. Everybody has times in their life, or people in their life, that don't make you feel good. I like to call them toxic people. And what can you do, if you have those toxic people in your life? You're the only person that can change it. That's the first thing. And I'm pretty sure I said that before. You are the only one can make the change. All right, I've got my circles, having fun with my little circles here. Let me dry this up, and we'll be right back. All right, so this is not really all the way dry, but I want some of these. Some paint dots, drips, and doodles. And you know what? This page is really not going to be a specific thing. This is just going to be a play page. We're going to have fun playing. We're going to do dots and drips, and I want to do some pink too. Let's get some of this pink out. We're going to do some pink drops. So what were we talking about? We were talking about the good and the bad. So if you're in a bad, what can you do to change that? What can you do to change your situation, or get yourself out of that? Just remember, you always have friends. If you have true friends, they definitely want you to call on them. They count on you to call on them. It makes them feel good to be able to help you. That is something I've learned with the chronic pain. Now I have pink and white splatters all over my desk, which I really don't care. I like it. Next thing I'm going to do is dry this. I want to dry up, and then I'm going to bring some black out, and we're just going to play around with some doodles. All right, so let's dry it up. We'll be right back. All right, so now I have some black dilutions out, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a couple odd and end tools to make some marks. I've got a plastic palette knife. I have just a dowel that I actually had my husband cut down for me, so I can just make some dots. And this is an empty tape dispenser. So we're just going to play. Like I said, this page is just going to be more about free play and enjoying the process, while we talk about the good and the bad. Now, do you know of someone in your life that come to you when they're looking for help or guidance? Or I have several friends like that. They'll give me a call and say, hey, this is what's going on, what do you think? And that's good. We all need people we can go to, and we can also be that person that someone goes to, right? Now, when we talk about confronting your feelings today, there's other issues of feelings that need to be confronted, but that's not something that we're going to go into. I'm talking about, things that may have happened in your past, or, just other issues, chronic pain issues, that kind of stuff. We're more talking about, the everyday. How do you get by your everyday, and who do you talk to, and, who's your happy place, and where's your happy place, and are you a happy place for someone else? I think that's very important. I think we all need to be there for other people. And honestly, if more people would just start being nicer, the world would be such a better place. So, like I said, this page it doesn't have any true direction. I'm not, painting a girl or making a quote or any of that stuff. I'm just enjoying the process, having fun, right? And that's what art should be about as well. Not everything has to be a masterpiece. And I think that's something that gets lost in some of the mixed media, is that, people think, oh my God, it's got to be perfect, it's got to be this. No, it doesn't. Now, I'm going to mess this all up. See? There's no rules in mixed media. That's one thing I like. I'm going to throw in some lines. I've got all these circles. I'm going to throw in some lines. Hee hee hee. Why not? Right? There's no rules. So really, this month I'm not coming with any crazy words of wisdom, but it just gives you a topic to think about. think about that person, place, or thing that makes you happy and why. If you're in a bad spot, the person, place, or thing that's making you unhappy, what can you do about it? This is so fun. I just found out, actually yesterday, that my brother and his wife are going to have a baby boy. So I will have another nephew in the family. Isn't that cool? It's funny, I love my grandbabies to death, but I could not imagine raising another child. My oldest is going to be 30 years old next month, and my youngest is 28. So, yeah, I'll do the grandkids. All right, let me dry this up. We'll be right back. All right, so this is a little bit dry. One thing I'm noticing is all of that dilution paint, the white, is picking up the color underneath. And I really wanted the white to be vibrant on here. So what I'm doing is, this is gesso. We're going to use, now I know I use white gesso all the time. So I'm just going to bring out some more of that white again. Just because I can. Right? So again, we're just playing today. Doing a lot of circles, some lines. I'll be doing some dots. Just playing. Relaxed. I'm very relaxed right now. My back is the normal pain scale, which isn't great, but hey, I'm choosing at this point not to listen to it. I will have to very shortly here. I will have to go lay down for a while, which is okay. It's all good. Like I said, I don't have, lots of huge words of wisdom for you this month. This is more just about, looking at your life and figuring out where you're happy and what makes you happy, and recognizing those places, those spots, those people, and recognizing that it's okay to have those happy places. Having fun. Here we go, I'm on a dot mission. I like making dots. There's something about, to me, I don't know if it's the, I don't know what it is. There's something about circles that makes me really happy. I know some people, use squiggles and some people use squares and whatever. To me, circles, if you notice, they show up in 90% of my art. I don't know if it's, the fact that it goes around and comes around. I don't know. But I enjoy making circles and dots and spots and just having fun. So I'm not sure how much more I'm going to do this. I think I'm just going to let it be as is. I covered up my journaling, which I know I emptied onto this page, which was great. I needed to do that. I am going to let this dry, and then I'll probably put my name and date on it. Actually, I'll date it somewhere down here. I might write a little bit about it, as far as confronting the feelings. What does this mean? And what's great about this journal, the Explorations of Me, is I can go back to any one of these pages and I know what I was thinking at the time, and I know what I was feeling at the time. And that's really what Gina and I are trying to do, is just get you to recognize there's other ways to work through your feelings and explore yourself and do it in an artful way. So as always, please check out Gina's link in the description below. I'm going to have her video there. This is for our August Confront Your Feelings. What does it mean? I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you share what you create with us. And as always, have fun. That's what life's all about, and happy creating. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.